if I was there and giving those jokes, and he slapped me, you know, this guy's worth $100 million, I'd have fell out like a bitch. Oh my God.
Nate the flopper.
Pay me. He hurt me. My jaws hurt. My pockets is hurt now because he slapped me. Yeah. He slapped me like a bitch. My name is Nate the Lawyer. If you are new here, we talk about the law and the facts. If you're about that life, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel.
My wife's name out your fucking
Greatest night in the history of television. Okay. You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay.
That's true.
I'm out here. Richard. Wow.
Bit slap.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name
Look at the person behind him.
Fucking mouth.
I'm going to.
She's like,
okay?
This is I'm in a bad place here.
Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Ow. Wow.
Yeah, I did see it earlier, but this is
wow.
Okay.
Yo.
So many things to this. One,
what's your
it
reaction?
brings out a mix. Okay, there's appropriateness, and then there's your guttural feeling. It does bring out the inner redneck.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, come on. You talking about my woman? I'm gonna smack you up the head. You know, whatever. And I can see that, but Jesus. Anyway, really, really ridiculous. Especially, I'd say that Will Smith is not the brightest candle on the cake.
Will Smith was the rapper who didn't curse in his records.
Sure.
He was a good guy rapper, right? I don't need to curse. I don't need to show any violence. We're going to be partying and having all this fun, right?
He's a good guy.
Good guy.
I mean, all his parts. I mean, he's a great hero. People love Will Smith.
And Chris Rock is one of those, I like to call him the non-aggressive black men who make money without being the aggressive, evil, let me, bang all the chicks and sell all the drugs type guys, right? Sure. And to see them in this moment, it's shocking. I'm just gonna say it's shocking because you go to the Oscars, like you expect to get roasted if you're nominated, right? Isn't that something? Isn't that like expected? Am I wrong with that?
Yeah, but it's not a roast. Okay, this is why I'm saying Will Smith is dumb. Okay, I'm going to flat out say he is dumb. He does not have the intellectual capacity to even hear that joke. That joke was heroic. Have you seen G.I. Jane?
I have seen G.I. Jane.
What is G.I. Jane about?
G.I. Jane's about a woman who was going to get to the Navy SEALs. And, right, it was a
She's a
sales.
warrior.
Yeah, it was
right? A warrior.
I have to pick the test cases.
How am I supposed to fit in with these guys when you've got me set up as an outsider?
Move your ass up.
When I want your opinion, I'll give it to you.
Did that tick you off?
Yes, ma'am, it did.
Go, get your arm. Cut her loose. Let her go.
Why don't you quit, O'Neal?
Treat me the same, no better, no worse.
She was trying to be the first woman to do it.
Yes.
And she shaved her head off so to show that she could do it. She wouldn't
She
quit.
was what? A badass.
Yes.
She was a warrior.
Yes.
So
yes.
in essence, let's take Chris Rock's joke and break this down.
Okay.
What did he call Jada Pinkett Smith?
Well, hold on.
He called her a warrior.
But before you break it down, we gotta also do the caveat when you gotta explain the joke. It's not funny anymore.
I think it's pretty obvious. I think the damn thing's pretty obvious. Maybe it's because I've been in the military, but it's obvious.
It's an obvious joke.
G.I. Jane is a badass.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name.
But what do you think about the fact that there's a lot of people on Twitter right now and out on the interwebs saying that his reaction was expected because this was an attack against his wife and he was standing up for his wife.
There is a lot there. I mean, if you look, first he's laughing.
Yes.
So, ha ha ha, joke is funny. Click, oh shit, I'm in trouble.
Oh, wow.
What just happened?
I want to say, in the hood, we call those bitch slaps. Now, for those of you who don't speak hood, the difference between a bitch slap and a punch and somebody who's actually punching you is it's supposed to be more disrespectful, right? If it was a guy, you punch a guy, then it's like, I'm punching another man because I'm, that's it. But to bitch slap somebody, that's somebody that you have no respect for. Now, I'm going to say it. I know people are going to be like, oh, Nate's going to get into the black stuff. Yes, I am. As a black man watching this, I just thought this worked into all those goddamn stereotypes that we are so struggling to fight against, right? It's that black people are just so violent that we can't control ourselves, even at the fucking Oscars. We can't control ourselves, and now we're slapping each other at the Oscars. Two black men who have accomplished, who are millionaires, who are, they're at the Oscars, on the center stage, right? One's about to get an award for Best Actor of the Year, one of the highest award they can give. And something just as simple as a stupid joke that's one sentence long is enough to make this millionaire who has everything to live for. If to get up and then slap another black man on stage in front of everybody. For instance, let's play the clip of them on the red carpet where the trans interviewer took a shot at them, right? Now, for those of you who don't know, Will and Jade have had some issues with fidelity, but we'll check out the clip.
Thank you. We can't wait for more red table talk and more entanglements and no more entanglement.
You both have talked very candidly. It's a very famous story, infidelity in the marriage and how you navigated that time.
There's never been infidelity in our marriage.
Never been infidelity in the marriage?
Never. Jada and I talk about everything, and we have never surprised one another with anything ever.
Now this was right before, right? People were taking shots at them all night, right? There's been no more entanglements with their wife, right? Why didn't he smack that? Oh, I was about to say, God, what did we cancel? Why did he smack that interviewer, that female interviewer, that trans woman who's a real woman? Right? I want to make sure we button everything up here. I want to keep this monetized. Why did he smack that person? Why did he smack her? Right? What the hell are you talking about?
Because she wasn't directly humiliating him. She was talking around it. And I look at his answer, though, it's like, there's never been a surprise. And, okay, I'm evil, but it's like, well, yeah, if she's a beard, we don't expect these things to go out. I mean, what do you want?
His award. And I think all those little needles eventually just got to him, and he just was like, boom. And I think Chris Rock, like you're saying, the history of this thing, where Chris Rock said this stuff in, 2016? What were we talking about?
2016 in the introduction. I do have that. I mean, and that, some have speculated that was the start of the whole thing because, remember, well, I'm going to call it what I think it is, grandstanding. I get freaking tired of Hollywood elites and whatever grandstanding, like, I'm not going to come. I'm Sean Penn, and if you don't make my guy talk, I'm going to melt my awards. Or I'm Marvin Brando, and I'm going to send a Native American to my place so I can make my big statement to you. I'm freaking tired of these obnoxious, self-entitled asses of all races, creeds, and colors. One thing that makes them all fit together is narcissism. Yeah. Because it is the most narcissistic, pain-in-the-ass reaction ever.
Well, there are some reports this morning that there was called the Governor's Ball after the Oscars, and Chris Rock confronted Will back there. They had they called it a heated exchange, quote unquote, heated exchange,
a heart to heart.
Yeah, no, that I don't. What the fuck is wrong with you, Nick?
A little tete-a-tete.
Yeah, we had a civil disagreement in the back, but it's all right.
They discussed their differences.
Now, one thing I do want to mention, though, other than feeding into the stereotypes that black men can't control themselves in public, the one thing I also am starting to get annoyed with is people are trying to make Chris Rock seem like he's the bad guy for the joke.
Nope.
And that this was deserved for him because and I totally disagree with that. I honestly though, it's one of those things where when something like this does happen, what should the Academy have done? Because I think in any other situation, that person's removed from the show. Right?
Yes.
But they knew Will was going to win. So they couldn't remove him from the show, right?
I think they could have.
But any other time,
I actually think if they were a legitimate organization,
you remove him from the show.
He would be removed. You would still give the award.
Yeah.
Because the award is for something that already happened. His actions on stage should not reverse the award, but he should have been removed and somebody could come up and accept the award in his place.
That'd have been tough because then you got the BLM and all that stuff. So they
I don't
removed the
give
black
a damn.
man. This.
Okay, let's drop that. He
that
wasn't
was
black.
Be
It was a white guy.
But
it was a white guy.
No, if it was a white guy, what I'm saying is that the world we live in, a black guy can slap somebody on stage in front of America, right? A legit battery. Sit back down, and then 10 minutes later, get his award. Now, if it's a white guy, I don't think a white guy can do that. Now, I know that's sick to say, but that's true.
No, and not only is that true, but here's a fact for you, Nate. If we didn't know who Will Smith was, the headline would be actor punches black host.
Yes, yeah, slaps. Well, say it slaps black host.
No, but I guarantee it would be actor slaps black host, because you see, minorities can only be a victim; they can never be a perpetrator in today's lovely America.
Let's talk about the legal aspect of it, about the law. Was this because a lot of people saying this wasn't an assault or wasn't a battery? Now, for those people who don't know, if you're in like an eastern state like New York, New Jersey, even in Minnesota, we don't have battery as a charge. What we have is assault. And assault is split up between assault fear and assault harm. Now, this is the legal piece of it that I want to explain to you guys. When we talk about assault and battery, when you go into California, they've separated the two because they just think, calling it all assaults is too complicated. Assault in California is when you put somebody in fear of imminent bodily harm. So I point a gun at you. Even if the gun is empty, I've assaulted you because I put you in fear that you could get shot. That's an assault. But now, if I raise my hand and slap you, and actually make physical contact, that's a battery. So that's why you a lot of times you hear, and a lot of both. Well, it all depends if you see it and you're fearful of it. So if I smack you and you're not fearful of it, or if you don't see me trying to smack you, you can have a battery without an assault.
No, I'm going to say that no. Well, okay. You're saying there's not enough time to be afraid, so it goes right to battery.
Yeah, like say you turn around and somebody smacks you. That's a battery.
Oh, okay,
and you don't see the person at all. So, but generally they do come together because generally you do see that's if you don't see it coming. But if you see the punch coming or you see the slap coming, that's an assault and a battery. So right now, I would say, was he afraid when Will Smith was walking up to him? Was he in fear? That's where I don't think you really have an assault in California, where you have that apprehension of fear. But I do think you have a battery, and
it's a hard call though, because at the point of the swing, it's like I guess we have to say how much time does it equate to be?
It can happen in a moment.
A fear.
Soon as
no, but I'm saying how much time do you have to be fearful?
And
because if it's coming at you, he did see it. It was clearly in his face. He saw it happen. So did he have enough time to be afraid or not? That's the question.
The only thing he'd have to do is I saw it coming. And then that's it. You got an assault and a battery.
Okay, because I think he has both if he wants it.
All right,
I don't think he wants it.
And I think I don't think he wants it because then he'll become the villain, right? Oh, he's locking up Will Smith. He's locking up another black man. Black on black crime now. It's like this is the guy who just got assaulted.
I don't think it should be up to him. I think charges should be pressed by the city. It has nothing to do with him, and the city or the DA can press charges whether or not he does. This happens with domestic abuse all the time, does it not?
Yes.
Battery defined under California Penal Code. Yeah, Penal Code. It's sick. It doesn't feel well today. Section 242, battery is defined as any willful and unlawful use of force or violence upon the person of another. That's enough. I mean, you could go through the whole thing, but that's
all you need, right?
Self-explanatory.
Yeah. So is there enough for an arrest? I think there is, right? Could be misdemeanor. Yeah. I think you have misdemeanor assault and battery. And I think if there was really any justice, he could have been arrested for this, right? You got
this is a crime against everybody else. Like you said, what about every comedian down the line? What about the person who pulls a pistol in the future? This set a really bad precedent. That's why it should be prosecuted, simply because of an example. Like, what it just said is privileged people not only get a pass, but they get an award.
Yes. Exactly. That's exactly what it says. It's a shame. But, what do you think about his apology? Because now we're both convinced that he committed a crime, right? This crime of battery.
He did, yeah.
What about his acceptance? Do you think his acceptance was worth anything? Let's play it first.
Yeah, let's get to that.
I know to do what we do, you got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay. I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow
I like looking at
nominees.
Beautiful women. It's a problem with my biology.
It's very problematic. Dare I say toxic?
Oh.
This is a beautiful moment, and I'm not crying
Chris
for
Rock?
winning an award. It's not about winning an award for me. It's about being able to shine
to Chris?
Kind of missed a little, huh?
All of the people, Tim and Trevor and Zach and Sanaya and Demi and Ingenue and the entire cast and crew of King Richard and Venus.
It goes on all day.
All right,
there is one person he forgets, and that is why I wanted you to see it.
So
no, Chris Rock never came up. And by the way, did he not just state,
wow,
in his self-entitled way, I have to be able to take it and smile and go with it? Well, you just said it. You are correct. You have to do all that, but now you're going to just completely blow this off and blow off what you did in your own action. So you have a beautiful, wonderful performance, which I am arguing he's been working the entire evening.
I think it's disingenuous of Will Smith not to understand how he's not only damaged the award he got, because he's damaged a lot. He's damaged the Oscars for this moment. And what about all the other winners? Like the person who Chris Rock was introducing that award for was another black director, right? Nobody's even talking about that guy. Nobody's talking about
nothing else happened.
Nothing else. It's essentially nothing. Essentially, this was one of the most diverse Academy Awards shows in the history of it, right? There's so many firsts here, right? First queer person to win, first this, first that. And guess what? Nobody's talking about any of that stuff, right? It's all overshadowed because he couldn't take a one-sentence joke. That's
like Kanye. It's like Kanye's stunts that like take away all the attention from everything else in a performance. How is this different? This is even worse because it's an actual crime.
Yeah, he wouldn't be there. To be honest with, if I was the person in charge, I'd be like, well, we got to ask you to leave because what you did was unfortunately unacceptable, and they have consequences. And your consequences is you can go home and watch it, but someone else is going to have to accept this award. We'll be like, Will Smith won, but he's not here to accept this award on his behalf. Here's his wife or someone else, but he can't be up there because we're going to make there's consequences for violence. And only thing I think this shows is that if you're privileged enough, those consequences don't matter for you. Those consequences are for other people. Because if it's anyone else in, I think, any other situation, we're talking about a whole different scenario. Think about it. And I also want to ask you this before we get out of here. This was a lot of people think that the Oscars is like entertainment for them. This is work, right? He's working, right? All those people who are there dressed up, getting these awards, this is a work event. So just imagine this happening at one of your work events. If you were, at a conference or something, right? Because that's what they're doing. They're working right now.
Oh, yeah.
And, they got millions of dollars worth of jewels and clothing on. They got publicists there. They're going to get a bag of stuff, which is hundreds of thousands of dollars so they can support. So this is, and they're taking, everybody's writing all this stuff off in taxes,
They're
right?
also they're being judged by their appearance and everything else. So this appearance is marketing too.
Yes.
It's not only a job of making an appearance, but their wardrobe, their jewels, everything else going on is marketing all future appearances. This is a critical thing for them.
And just imagine if something like this was to happen at your job. How would you think about it? Would you and would it be okay if you were the one slapped? Because now you can't respond. Now you don't respond back, and that person is allowed to not only continue to work but get the highest award at the job. Oh, this is Employee of the Year.
If this is work, there would be 2 security guards with a box.
Yeah,
I mean, duh. This is not even a optional thing. People, if there's an HR department, somebody's terminated.
Oh yeah,
this is it. Because of one person did nothing. I mean, Chris Rock did not respond in any way whatsoever. It was a complete, clear battery.
Oh yeah. And it's interesting because if I was there and giving those jokes, as he slapped me, this guy's worth $100 million, I'd have fell out like a bitch. Oh my God,
Nate the Flopper.
Pay me. He hurt me. My jaws hurt. My pockets is hurt now because he slapped me. Yeah, he slapped me like a bitch. I need help. Pay me this money.
The next of it.
They'd have took me out there on the stretcher. And the award for best, I can't even say it. Get an ambulance up here, God's sake. Will Smith has got to pay me my money right now, but it is what it is, right? Will Smith has gotten away with this. So to the audience, we need to ask you two questions, right? Question number one: do you think Will Smith should have been charged with a crime? What do you think about that first question, Eric? Good question.
Yes.
And then number two, do you think Will Smith was justified in doing what he did?
Nope.
But that's not for you. That's for the people in the comment section.
I don't care.
Because I'll tell you this, people. We can be convinced.
You're just wrong.
Oh my God. We can be convinced. You can convince me that I'm wrong. But right now,
well, because he usually is.
Yes, it's true. Let us know in the comment section.
My wife's name out your fucking
Greatest night in the history of television. Okay.